What's poppin', people? I'm Porpoise Person. Today we're going to be playing the second part of Call of Cthulhu. So last time we got into the area with like this. Actually, this is exactly the same alley, I think. And I fucked around for like 20 minutes trying to figure out a crank, which I then realized was not actually the solution. Like, it was supposed to break, and then I was supposed to go outside. Oh, some spooky shit be afoot. Okay, okay, good. I thought it was, my mouse was not working for a second, and I was gonna be pissed. Because then I have to restart the whole goddamn recording. It's like, I'm not that far in, but I don't want to have to do all the, like, setup again. Because it requires me to basically Alt-Tab, like, 6 times to make sure everything's working correctly. So if something just decides to shit its pants halfway through, I will literally have no idea. Because I don't have a second monitor where I can, like, preview or I can put, like, my OBS window or something. Alright, here we are. I forgot to read that thing, but I'm assuming, kind of for my own sake, that it was literally just the same as the last dark water tooltip thingy. Okay, where go? Get inside the warehouse. So I assume I just have to go back to this guy. Ooh, what's in here?
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
So wait, can I just, like, deck these two idiots? Can I get a weapon so I don't just have to punch my way through them?
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
Or I could just,
if I can't get rid of those two.
Oh, I can get rid of them, alright. Give me, like, a big stick, and I'll just knock them both out. I mean, I managed to just deck Cat right in the face, so I figure we'll be completely fine taking on two random... Like, look at them. They're not even that tough looking. They just look like a bunch of idiots standing around. I could take them. I didn't level up my strength for nothing, damn it. Did I even level up my strength? I can't remember. 0 points available. Come on. Come on. Let's be fair here. I keep forgetting that escape is not the back button anymore. Like, I hate when that happens. When games add, like, a function where you can, like, pause while you're in a menu. Like, Fallout 4 did that, and it just irritated me a lot. Oh, not Fallout 4, I think it was,
the miraculous
New Vegas.
catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
And the doctor, what did he say? He laughed. Oh my God.
Where's this spooky lady? Oh, over here.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I think it's time to talk business.
No hard feelings.
For a lucky little blow? You think I gotta be boss of these lads without taking any hits? It will serve as a lesson. I was too soft with you. Next time, I'll hit first. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice.
Yeah, like I said, I just got
here. If you
here.
want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I feel like no taboos among a bunch of bootleggers and thieves. Like, whatever crime gang this is. I feel like there's no, like, taboo topics. You don't need help. You just need her to call off her stupid goons so you can get in.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Your small-time hoodlum number is starting to tire me.
My number? I thought I'd made myself clear. But we can go through it again if you didn't understand.
Is it better? Your nose?
Don't be foolhardy. Just be glad that you're still alive after your lucky blow. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me. And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it.
Sure you do.
I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Fine.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective.
Open the door. Just flipping out my lighter for no reason in particular.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
As I recall, I fucked you right up. Like, one little threat and I just fucking decked her. She's being awfully gutsy about this. You.
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
That's a lot of dead fish. Enter a reconstruction scene. Okay. So what, I just hold these? Whoa! Oh, we're on some Sherlock shit now. Just like sci-fi imaginating the past for no reason.
What happened here?
Somebody flipped they shit on this mirror. But the question is, okay, it looks like it was the husband, but I can't really tell because it's so misty, so crusty and dusty, so I can't really see any of the details. What is this medicine?
Who has
for?
enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
Crazy people?
It smells as bad as it looks.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like a zombie seafood dish, and I don't care much for it. It's pretty disgusting. Pretty yucky.
What is this picture of
psychology.
Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
I don't know, I mean, it's their warehouse, so maybe they just kept they shit in their warehouse where it belongs. That would be my immediate assumption. Oh, look, another painting of a spooky zombie man.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
I mean, it's a painting, and it's in the Sarah Hawkins warehouse, so I'm gonna go with yes. I don't know if that was the cue to finish searching.
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Oh, it's the same painkillers. We're sleeping pill friends. Sleeping pill buddies.
Petite Parisian. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
My guess would be the Hawkins family. Maybe it was the first time she made the news. Okay, so there's our broken mirror. Our paper clippings. Is there anything I can like pick up in here that actually has any value? Because that didn't tell me anything at all. Not even a tiny bit. Oh, I should have waited before recording this because now my nose hurts.
Someone has settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! The Hawkins case has been wound up. Let the dead rest in peace.
I can't seem to pick any of
Look
them.
around
Oh,
you.
it's E, right.
Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
My immediate assumption is it would be... Like, didn't they say there was a surviving member or something?
Eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Yeah, because I went in the back, you gob.
God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Bitch, is
Why
you blind?
Come on.
He's like
keep the
flat like a
smile.
plank.
You don't want to force me to
I mean,
whine.
he's not like
Looks
in
like you've
perfect
met your
shape,
match,
but he's not
Baker.
fat.
I'd like to see that more often.
As long as he's got more than like a centimeter
Let me
down
go to the
there, he
mansion.
could see them.
Get this jackass out of here before I stroke his other cheek. But we'll meet again.
Oh, is that why his face is all
Is it far?
scarred up?
Mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
Oh,
You see the
God,
building?
it's hiking. I don't want to hike.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on.
Oh, okay.
We got
Thank
some
God we're driving. Jesus, I thought we were going to have to walk all the way up there. Achievement, get the strange high house. Is that what they call a crack house now? Oh, that's a nasty sky you got there, Mr. Joker. He's not fat, he's just got like a wrinkly neck. Like a bit of a turkey neck for sure. Oh. Somebody be lurking. Somebody's creeping. Oh, I don't like the up close shot of the faces. They look kind of weird from that close. Wait, was that behind us? Oh, I thought that was in the house.
Well,
See, that's
here we
the
are, Hawkins mansion.
As much as I like the idea of the first-person cutscene things, where it like cuts to perspective where you can see your character,
The place has been abandoned.
it gets a bit
since the fire.
confusing.
There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Oh, right. Okay, so Winchester was the guy who survived. So maybe he went down to the warehouse and lived there a short while because he couldn't bear to be back here.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I thought the mansion burnt in a fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Seems like he's just getting pissed off. I'm just asking stuff. Like I'm a
You're the
detective.
one
That's
that
literally
looked
my
after the
job.
Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then
Then
it's up to the police to make good
its
mistake. Anything else?
I get decently good at approximating voices after a while, but there's always like some fatal flaw, or like if I go on with it for too long, anything I should be
prefer to
worried
be
of.
prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
That's what
Could
they
he
all
be a
say.
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. Since the tragedy, he's been a little touched.
I mean, yeah, I might be
Though he's a
too.
remarkably sturdy man, given his age.
I gotta be a
Brute
bit
force
touched to
in
be
nature.
here.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if
God,
you don't want to listen to my
don't
advice,
be
we might as
mean.
well go, right?
The man just lost, like, everything.
Night falls
And you just gotta be a dick about it.
and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Well, that's not ominous at all. $10 says I blink and that moves. Either that or, like, there's something in his hand or... Like, it's gonna change. It's gonna move
Recently
in some
fallen.
way.
It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy and well sharpened.
Who chopped it down? Who did this? Oh, it's probably just old Silas.
Sturdy and well sharpened.
Sturdy. Wait, where did the officer go? I'm lost already. It's the problem with, like, hey, I'll guide you to the place, is that they don't stop for you. So you just end up getting completely turned around. Is this? Yeah, this is the cop, not Silas. Oh, is this their burial spot? Damn, that's sad.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
You mean besides my own mortality? I mean, kind of bums me out.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Silas is dead, I'm calling it right now. We're gonna find him not alive, I'm guaranteeing. Because it's like, oh, he never would have let it happen. Yeah, but like, you don't really need to let something happen if you're not around to prevent it, right? Like, if you're dead, you can't really prevent it. Oh, so it looks like... Oh, I'm a goob. It looks like this means unlocked, and then like a lock icon means that you can't do it.
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
So if I end up like smacking my lips, or if you can hear me sipping my tea, my iced tea. I got some Arizona. It's one of my favorite drinks. I love Arizona so goddamn much. If I ever get like crazy famous, and I open a P.O. box or something, and one of you guys wants to send me like a snack or something, just send me like a whole ass case of Arizona. I love that shit. It's that and like A&W root beer are my two favorite beverages. We're not alone here. I've seen enough. Such a strange final
Why
resting
were they
place.
buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It said that he's devastated.
Yeah, he's the one who actually sent me
Let's go
here,
to the
so,
mansion.
you know, the fact that everybody's just been like, hey, don't go
Please
poking
give me a
around, it's
minute.
none of your business.
I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord,
Also,
have pity on this poor family.
I wouldn't say have pity, I'd say have a little goddamn mercy, Jesus. I mean, we're not talking about, like, the God, like, any sort of, like, benevolent God. We know what God we're talking about. That God does not have any pity for this family, and most likely caused this in some manner. What does this say?
1693. This house is much older than it seems, but the architecture seems too recent.
Refurbished, maybe? Ever heard of renovations? Maybe they hired a house flipper. Or a fucking mansion flipper. I actually really love the look of this place. Like, it's a really well-designed mansion. Because too many places go by, like, mansions are always super symmetrical in one big building on, like, a field. But no, like, if you're building a mansion on a hilltop, you're gonna end up with, some like slightly uneven terrain, or even if you end up with it all flattened out, you're gonna end up with like separate areas like this. Like you get like kind of a deck that leads to this other building here. So this might be like a guest house, or it could literally just be like a maid's quarters, because a house this big would likely have like a bunch of cleaning staff or something. And you get like, I love the architecture of like old Victorian-esque mansions. I don't know a lot about architecture, so I don't think this really counts as Victorian, but it's definitely a sort of a Gothic aesthetic to it, right? And it's lovely. I love buildings like this, and if I ever could, like if I was wealthy, fuck living in a big concrete box with bay windows like all these billionaires seem to be doing now. I would live in like an unreasonably large version of this on like the side of a mountain. In like, if I had to live in like the rich people areas, I would pick like not Los Angeles, but like kind of like I would want like mountainous terrain with like colder weather, like not always cold, but like cooler weather like this. Like I like misty, foggy days. People think I'm weird for that, because it's like, no, I hate the heat. I despise the heat so much. See, my question is, what was the entire family doing in the drawing room with fire present? Just put out the fire, idiot.
This entrance is still in use.
Suspicious. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked.
Whoa! Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
I could just like grab his axe. It's like, don't defile this place. Don't smash the door, dude. Oh shit, it's a time thing.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Well, why even have it? Just board it up, dumbass. You shouldn't really need this key, or you want to get rid of me. Okay.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right.
The rats in the walls, one might say?
I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
It's like, hey, if you don't like
Take
me...
the key and do what you have to do.
And you seem to be pretty...
Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
It's like you seem to be leaning towards murdering me anyway, so why the hell would you care if I go in and break my neck? Just one more dead people in this house, right? Just a new ghost.
Yes. Shall we enter?
Yes.
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas.
I could have used a little help. The man had an axe to me.
You're right. Let's go.
God, sorry. I'm not, like, actually sick. I just have, like, a thing with my throat.
Me. Stop bothering me.
Oh, right. Forgot you have to hold it.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Let's take a look inside. Why are all the lights green? That immediately makes me suspicious. God, I love buildings like this. Like, obviously, I would never need a library like that. Like, you can't see my mouse cursor, but I'm pointing to that, like, big big ass bookshelf in like a reading area like this, because I don't really read a lot. Like I usually listen to audiobooks. Most of what I have read is like short fiction books or that kind of thing, because I have kind of attention issues, so I tend not to focus on like a really long novel for very long. Like I have troubles with that. But God, I would love a room like that with like the big ass windows. When it rains, I love like the sound of rain on the windows and being kind of cozied up inside. Like I also like being out in the rain sometimes, but like there's just nothing greater than like sitting and relaxing on a comfy chair, reading a book or listening to music or watching a show or something, and just letting the rain fall, or even playing a game. Like I used to love playing like Minecraft and Stardew Valley and stuff. Maybe I'll do a series on those. Sorry, I forgot that the loading screen doesn't like automatically go into this.
Light on?
Yeah, who did? That's a little suspicious. Also, it appears to be smoking. You shouldn't do that, lamp. It's very bad for you.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Why would you leave it? I mean, it tells me they ate some gross-ass food. Like, imagine, like, literally, don't even think about how it's rotten now. What are those? It looks like nubs or eyes. And that looks like a leg. Did they eat just some kind of, like, giant-ass frog thing? Like, hang on, let me get a better look at the front of this thing. Yeah, look at it. It looks like they're eating like a blobfish or something. Okay, hang on. Let me reconstruction scene. I wonder what the copper sees. Does he just see me like wandering around? Oh, the cop stops existing.
What kind of meat is this?
I don't know. I diagnose it with gross. I'd say it's gross meat. And that's all you need to know about that.
The head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
See, the fact that he's like getting up from the table like that just makes me immediately think some shit's going down. Because the fact that the chair is back like that, but also why are there no other chairs around here? Wait, there were in the other scene. But like I think it's specifically interesting that this chair is back like that, because it means that he did get up suddenly, and this isn't the drawing room, this is like a dining area, so that means that the fire couldn't have started in here, right? What is this?
The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor.
So maybe did it start in here? It might have. What is this thing? Oh, it's one of those like blinders for a fire, where like if you want the room heated but you don't want the light from the fire. I think that's what these are for, right? If anybody has any differing theories on what the hell that's supposed to be. Psychology.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
I don't know.
Something happened at this table. An argument?
Yeah, see, I know the fire didn't start in here, because look, there's literally no soot, there's no soot anywhere, it's all clean. Or maybe that's just, like, the reconstruction scene. Let me see the regular one again.
Daydreaming again?
Working, officer.
But yeah, like,
This
none of
dinner
this looks
table tells
burnt.
us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Yeah, see, I thought so. I mean, I should have been paying closer attention to know that, because he probably said it while we were on the way here.
Let's see if I can find
Silas
something
managed
the
to
cops
bring the
missed.
fire under control. But it's already too late for the Hawkins.
See, I find that highly suspicious, and also, just this whole room is a little too, like, cleanly burnt, because fire eats through walls like this. Like, these aren't that thick, right? Like, if you look
Let's
here,
see if I can find something the cops
they don't appear...
missed.
Oh, wait, no, they are decently thick. But, like, it looks like... Oh, okay, sorry. I thought these were, like, a part of the debris. No, these are supports so the room doesn't collapse. That makes sense. I'm just making, like, I'm just talking at my ass, like, all the time. And I probably shouldn't be, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay, gotta, like, imaginate my way through all this.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Perhaps. I mean, his wife painted stuff like that, so I can't imagine any of this family was fully
The
right.
child's
Oh.
corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
God, the child's corpse left a trace. He said so casually, like that's not the
Did it stop at
saddest
the
shit
time
ever.
of the fire?
For sale, baby shoes. Never used.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Ooh, panty shot. Sorry, that's gross. But it was weird how like the model appeared with like the dress like that. It's like, yeah, this won't trigger anything in anybody ever. Okay, what's going on? I should be actually checking the time because I'm not doing that, and I have a specific recording limit that I've set for myself.
If the painting I
So
found
this is-
on
yeah,
the
this is
docks
where the
really
painting
came from
came
here, how come it didn't burn?
My guess is because of spooky occult shit regarding whatever the hell that guy is. And that tentacle over his shoulder. Man, Cthulhu's getting flirty these days. Okay, did I miss something? I feel like I missed a thing. Oh, yes, there's something here.
They had a fight. Why?
Why? My guess is it was something to do with whatever spooky occult shit was going on. Either that, or Charles Hawkins was just, like an angry, crazy wife beater. But it doesn't seem like that, because like everybody knows him as like such a nice, good person or whatever the hell. So it seems highly suspicious and very odd that it would just be like there, you know? Like it would just be, oh yeah, he was totally a secret wife beater. I mean, I guess in real life we find out celebrities were secretly monsters all the time. But, like, I promise I'll never be like that. Okay, where the fuck... If I ever do get famous, which I admit, pretty unlikely. But, like, I feel like I'm missing something, because it hasn't given me the cue to, like, stop investigating or whatever. So I assume that there's something else I need to find here. Yeah, I can't, like, leave the scene yet, I don't think. So I'm definitely missing something here. So I might cut it out if I'm just... Oh, yeah, there's this, I see.
Did someone escape the fire?
To leave a reconstruction... Okay, yeah, now I can leave.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
I mean, maybe don't hold a lighter
Someone
too
fell here.
liberally around the site of a fire. Kind of looking at what happens when you're not careful with fire.
A desperate attempt to flee.
Did he get anywhere, or did he die in the hallway? I bet it's allowed down at him. That old painkiller. Oh, it's not even a little bit that. It's a fucking doll. I just guessed at like a bunch of shit, and I could not have been more incorrect. I make that you should really work on your AI pathing, because your walking is a little jank, dude. Clues don't match. Fire was just an accident. Special police botched this investigation. Don't be a dick.
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
Okay, fire was
I
caused by the
suspect
lamp.
this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
So either this is a cover-up, or someone's just really fucking stupid. Okay, someone escaped the fire, bodies were displaced, time of the fire doesn't match. That as well.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slipped down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, If it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I wasn't suggesting that they just ditched the kid. I'm suggesting that either the lamp was thrown at Sarah or it was thrown at the kid and the kid was already there, and that's why there's like a trace, like an outline in the soot, because he was already there when the fire started burning at the floor. So that would explain it. So I'm gonna go with the time of the fire.
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
I mean, I guess, but it seems like a really weird coincidence for it to just have stopped magically at 10 p.m. and then a fire started like 2 hours later.
Honestly, you don't find that suspicious?
That's troubling, I have to admit. But I trust Silas.
See, that's your mistake, because you gotta trust nobody. Especially not the axe-wielding crazy guy.
Folks are damned envious that he's here with us.
Like, I get it, he's going through grief, but...
And a friend of the family.
You know.
I'm sure he took the matter to heart.
Generally,
so,
being an axe murderer is
I
not a
value
good
his
coping
opinion over
mechanism.
yours.
So be it. Move on.
Okay, what time is it? Alright, so I got like 20 minutes left for this this recording session. So we got time, someone had too much to drink. Bodies were displaced.
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So...
highly suspicious. Well, someone had too much.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down.
Yeah, it seems like that worked out fantastically.
Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins...
This is a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I hope I don't blow up my mic. I'm literally just using a headset. Like, I don't have, like, a proper, good mic for this. Literally all I have is, like, my regular gaming headset, which I just use the mic on.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
Chief West can gargle my balls. Sorry, that was, like, unnecessarily rude and also a little gross. But, like, piss off. I don't care about your bureaucracy. How did your protocol work out for here? It seems like you didn't find jack shit. Your conclusion was a domestic... Oh.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 1818.
Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. What's this?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
I mean, she was a pretty famous painter, Sarah Hawkins, so I'm assuming that kinda helped. At least in some manner. I mean, you don't own, like, you don't live in a mansion like this without inheritance galore. Like, you don't get away with that. And then I assume that she had some sort of painting skill and just painted and then became famous. Human body, comparative analysis. What is this supposed to be? I assume this is just, like, faded and scratched, but it looks like it's like gold leafing, which is weird that it would be like completely scratched off like that. So, I don't know what that means. That should be buffing my medicine, right? Yeah, do I have any character points? Oh, sweet, okay, I have character points now. Oh, these ones can only be just... I should have leveled these up initially. Because these only can be improved by stuff in the environment. I could have leveled these up any old day. I feel like I should work on my psychology. That's the only thing that's lower. And then I'm gonna buff my investigation, obviously. Or... I'll make like a little progress on that one, and then I'll throw a little into spot hidden. Okay, that's good. Validate. Gonna validate this occult. So I've got this and the miraculous catch. So this actually reminds me of Shadow over Innsmouth in a way, because the hang on, yeah, same memory seems to be alive. Miraculous catch, what the locals call the last catch of their whalers. In 1847, although whales were disappearing from the fishing zone of the dark water whalers, the crew of the Scylla? I'm just gonna say Scylla, made a gigantic and monstrous catch that saved the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch, and an article from the time still decorates the bar. It's strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective. So, the fact that it's in the occult section combined with the miraculous catch, this makes me think of Shadow over Innsmouth, because in Shadow over Innsmouth, their fishing industry was basically dying. And so, old Captain Obed, basically went to, like, the old ones, the deep ones, the freaky fish people, and was like, hey, can you please bring more fish into our harbor so that we can, you know, have food and survive? I'm not going to read through all these. I'll, like, hover on them for a moment so you can pause and read them if you like. But yeah, in Shadow over Innsmouth, basically that's how the whole thing got started, is that the town was in famine and they were all basically on the brink of starving because they were like a dying town. And then the deep ones basically offered them a deal of like, you can have this gold and we'll drive more fish into the harbor in exchange for human sacrifices and interbreeding with humans. And that's how they ended up with like all the people of Innsmouth basically looking all freaky fish like. Okay, this is the key to the tradesman's entrance. So I already got in through there. Whoa, that's kind of weird, like lighting.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
I can't even remember fully what my theory was. Like, I know my theory personally.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Yeah, I'd say that's a classic.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is like a whaling town. Isn't that kind of like... You'd find copies of that book literally everywhere, I'd imagine?
Hear that?
No. What was I supposed to be hearing? Okay, I think that was just me.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues.
His piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Man, that's kind of depressing. It's like an instrument made for music, and you just keep it around exclusively for decoration. I mean, not like I'm any good at it.
Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for
like,
music.
if I had a big grand piano, I'd at least, like, try a little harder with learning. Because right now I have, like, a little keyboard. But if I had, like, a whole-ass grand piano just sitting in, like, my reading room, which is a beautiful room, by the way, if you ignore all the, you know, decay and spiderwebs. If you can sort of imagine what it was supposed to be like, it really is a beautiful, beautiful house. Like, it's a really well-designed mansion, and I love the map design for this. It's very, very nice. Honestly, I thought this game was older, admittedly. Like, I thought it was from, like, 2010. No, this is actually from... This is from 2018. This is like 4 years ago. This is not that old. Like, it's old in, like, the gaming standard, but in, like, no meaningful way is this, like, an old game.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
Oh, Scylla, okay. So I'll remember how to pronounce it now, so all the Greek people,
history.
Greek fans I have can't get
This
pissed off
place
at me
was
no more.
settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple
Yes,
diet
we
was
know,
centered-
it's a whaling town. We get it. Really way to hammer that point home, huh? Okay, well, that's not standard. That's usually
one
considered
of Sarah Hawkins'
unusual.
paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Is it? I didn't even know that was a painting at first. I thought that was like a burned image or something.
One of Sarah Hawkins'
So,
paintings.
okay, so you're gonna see the painting, but
Her
not the
style
fucking
sure
human
is
skull,
recognizable.
and what appears to be a bunch of scrolls and dried herbs or flowers. That's obviously like
20,000
a shrine.
leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
See, this is why I just immediately assumed that they went crazy because Cthulhu stuff. Not even because, like, the game, but, like, family in a whaling town on a small island. Small community, kind of dying. You know, literally, like, everything is basically nautical for the entire town. Like, it's only a sailing town, like a fishing town. I don't see a lot of stuff here to investigate. Right. I'm assuming it gets a little more, like, active
An
later.
original edition of Mary
Oh,
Shelley's
I already read that one.
Frankenstein,
No, I already read it.
dated
Stop. Shut up.
1818.
Ah! Shut up. I don't care. I already saw that one. Okay, what do? Because I don't actually see a lot of stuff here. I also don't need the lighter out. I don't know how to, like, activate or deactivate the lighter. He seems to just do it whenever. Also, congratulations for our friend here, having the world's first, like, unending Zippo. Like, it just goes forever. Except when I run, apparently, it sort of flickers. But, like, it's really funny how it literally... Oh, I do like that there's actually flame physics to that. That's really cool. Look. See, if I, like, spin, it goes that way. If I, like, look like this, you can see the flame appears to get shorter, but it's because it's going up, like, towards the camera. And then it's doing that. That's really interesting that it always goes up. Because a lot of games just wouldn't bother. They just put, like, any given, like, point light on the end of that and call it a day. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the... Oh! That was a thing! Well, on to the darkness, I suppose. Just gonna ignore that I saw what appeared to be some kind of demonic hellhound thing. Oh, that's a vermin. I should kill that. I'm sorry, Mr. Rat, but I promised... Oh. Well, nothing I can do now. Congratulations, Rat. You've escaped the weight of my own promises.
Locked.
Ah, yes. Still locked. Maybe if I jiggle it again.
Locked.
Maybe if I just keep jiggling, it'll,
Locked.
like, shake the pins loose or some shit. Oh, this one's open. And uncomfortably... Oh, that's not... Oh, okay, it's just a kid's room. I thought these were, like, little...
The boys' room.
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of... Oh! Oh, so this is gonna be one of those horror game children.
What was going through that boy's mind?
I don't know, it looks like some fucked up shit, maybe. I'm gonna go ahead and say some dark, dark shit was going around in that child's mind. On account of the, spooky sort of... God, this kid really needs to work on his artistic skill. I mean, I know I'm the one to talk, but come on, like... That's just not a convincing drawing of Nyarlathotep. Why it be dark? I don't like it be dark. Okay, here. Reconstruction. I do that over here. Okie dokie. Let's see. What can we find here?
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Probably, the gods. The old gods.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Man, this kid is, Oh! Wait a minute, why were these all on the wall and now they on the floor? That's weird. Because the fire didn't affect this room or anything, and if they just fell off the wall, they would have landed here, but they were like here, spread around. Somebody moved them. Which it's weird that they don't draw any attention to that.
Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
A lot of things. I'm telling you, they're like, what was wrong? A lot of things. There's a lot of things wrong with this oh. Sick book castle, dude. Bro, that's awesome. I don't think I even own enough books for like a good book castle. Let alone enough like actual good hardback ones. I hate paperbacks. I think they're just... They're doo-doo. They fall apart so much easier. Like the whole idea behind the leather binding is to protect the book. I guess because we can just print them en masse now. It's not as big a deal if you ruin one because you can just buy another one or whatever. But come on, man. People completely ignore it. Okay, so I can draw attention to this.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
I'm telling you, Cthulhu.
Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Yeah, I seem to just be getting an achievement for every one of these scenes that I do. I mean, I don't have any objections to getting achievements for story progress, because how else are you going to get achievements in a story game? But, like, just, like, every little thing seems to have an achievement to it. It's kind of silly.
Locked.
Still locked. I was wondering if a ghost came along and unlocked it for me.
What will her room reveal about her?
Probably a lot. I mean, you can tell by my room that I'm depressed. Generally. Perfect. Sick lockpicking skills, gamer. Oh! Ah! So yeah, that clears some things up. That certainly explains a couple things, a couple of my questions. I don't want to go in there. See, something about that just makes me not very keen to go in that room. Frankly, like I'm just not interested. I don't like it. It seems like a bad idea. God, I should technically end the video now, but I feel like I shouldn't on like a cliffhanger, like while I'm mid-exploration.
Seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
Okay, so I'll open this door, and then...
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Forever it will bind us. Okay. So... I'm going to look in this last room, and then I'm going to end the video. Because I really don't want to edit long videos, because I have to sit through the whole thing again. And basically watch myself do stuff.
Locked.
Oh, well, this is fantastic. So... Shit, now I gotta...
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Depressant for the nervous system. Once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that, I know some... Oh, so they're addicted. They're like... So basically, it's bottled heroin, probably. You know, opiates, kind of a depressant for the system. My immediate assumption just being, like... painkillers that are powerful enough to suppress the nervous system, probably on some shit. Oh, forgot to actually look at this. I'm a goob.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult?
I don't know. Maybe you could ask the fucking demon she was trying to summon. And whatever crawled into this room. Can I check now?
Locked.
No, okay, so it's actually locked. Because some games do that thing where, like, a locked door will just open after you look at the right thing. Or if you interact with something. Did I check this drawer? Yes. I think I did. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Maybe this one?
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Since you have to bury yourself away on that lost island, your heart has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. Or your art. Sorry, I'm fucking apparently unable to read correctly at all. Your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last one's so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Yeah, that is Maximilian, it's just spelled weird. Okay, so I don't know what to do. And I still don't know why he keeps, like, kind of flicking out the lighter. Like, is it a defective lighter and it's burning your hand or something? I guess he has had it since the war, but still, like, weird.
Bradley? Is that you?
That's not Bradley. I'm promising you right now, this is not Bradley.
Is anyone there?
That's uncomfortable. Okay, Sarah lives. Sarah definitely lives. In some form or another. I promise you. Fucking ghosts! Motherfucking ghosts! Yeah, see, that's the Zombler. That's zombies. That's also probably zombies or ghosts. Somebody's gonna get up behind you, dude. Yep, fucking knew it.
You! Stop!
Oh yeah, real fast running, thanks, buddy. Honestly, I forget his first name. What was his first name again? Oh, come on, that wasn't that far a drop.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you alright?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Oh, now you want to move faster, you fucking idiot.
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover
Yeah, I
you.
remember. This is literally the ondy way you could have gone if Bradley
This
was
door
going the
was
other way.
closed earlier.
So yeah, it's this one. He's in here.
Where did he go?
Where'd he go?
They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. It looks like an old Seaway map.
Neato. I don't like that, like, escape is back for this, but escape is not close menu.
Several times.
Yeah, it's obviously a secret door, you absolute goon. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that I ran out of lamp oil. I don't like that. That's scary.
The Scylla.
I don't see any way out.
It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
Right.
This panel is movable.
Yes, I assume.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage.
Probably.
There must be a way to activate the opening mechanism.
Force the gear train. I can try and do that. You know, no, let's try that. You're gonna crunch your hand doing that, my guy.
I can't budge these gears. I need a tool.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do that in the next episode. There's not enough, like, Lovecraftian horror games. I wish I could see more of these. If you guys know of any really good ones sort of like this, like similar to this, definitely send them to me, tell me about them. So yeah, I'll see all you guys in the next video. I'm really happy with this series so far. I'm loving this game. Sorry, I know my outros are always really long. I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, like, subscribe, standard YouTube stuff that I don't really know why I have to say, but I guess I do. I want to eventually I'm hoping to at least get 1,000 subscribers eventually. Like, I want to get partnership status someday. But I don't know when the hell that's gonna be. That'll probably be like way down the road. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, this is Porpoise Person signing off.
In the city of our lane lies Cthulhu and awaits his prey. Another poor soul will surely